from Cleveland's most accurate weather team. This is 19 First Alert Plus, sponsored by the man that makes them pay, Tim Misney.
Good afternoon, I'm Dan DeRosa with 19 News, coming to you on a First Alert Weather Day. Our meteorologists have deemed it a First Alert Weather Day. They've done this for a couple of reasons, and number one is because of some of the conditions. If I had pulled this shot up just 30 seconds ago, you would have seen snowflakes in the area. This is I-271 at I-480. This is coming out of the Mansfield area. Every once in a while, it looks like white-out conditions, and that's really what we've been dealing with today. Let's bring in 19 First Alert meteorologist Sam Roberts. Sam, it is lake effect. Even though the ice and the lake is nearly frozen over, it has really done a number today.
Yeah, the lake effect machine, in my opinion, just one of the most fascinating aspects of meteorology, right? You don't see this everywhere in the country. It's very unique to this region, although if it gets cold enough, some bodies of water across even parts of the southeast can produce a little lake effect or bay effect. There's even been ocean effect snow out across places like Virginia. They've gotten a lot of snow today, actually, in Virginia Beach, about 10 inches. Not quite that much snow here today. They're dealing with a system. We have more of that lake effect, and yeah, it just kind of looks like a snow globe here as we look towards the mills. You can see it's 19 in Cleveland, but with the breeze factored in, it feels like it's 4 outside, and the scattered snow just ongoing for us. There's more developing out over the lake. I think we're pulling in a little moisture connection from Lake Huron with this. So you can see even Lake St. Clair out here, this little tiny lake near Detroit. There's some snow out that direction as well. Heaviest snow right now in our immediate coverage area is going to be just south of downtown, north of Parma. This corridor of 480 here around Brooklyn Heights, and we're seeing some pretty efficient lake effect there. Lorain County, out towards Eaton Township, we have some pretty steady snow there as well. And then just kind of scattered little bursts of it here and there. So it's not like a widespread system snow like we saw on Sunday, but this is really efficient lake effect. It's also really cold, right? That snow is light and fluffy out there. It will be a cold night. Temperatures eventually in the teens. I went 14. I was thinking about bumping it up to a whopping 16. Either way, it's going to be cold, but I think as we get closer to midnight, Dan, we should be able to rid ourselves of some of this snow.
And you were talking about Parma and Parma Heights. I quickly pulled up. This is 480 at State Road. You can see the snow is coming down pretty good there, but the roads and the crews that have been out there today are doing some phenomenal work when it's kind of this ongoing hit or miss parts of the area. It's got to make it rough for our crews. We're going to take a 15-second pause here and look at the rest of the night and into the rest of the week.
I've represented families just like yours for over 4 decades. Listen, if you need me, call me. You know I'll be there for you, and I'll make them pay. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye out for you.
And here we go with our 7-day. I like the temperatures towards the weekend.
Yeah, right. It's not as bad. Okay, so the last totally dry weekend we had was the weekend of January 25th and 26th. So it's been almost a month, right, since we've had a nice dry weekend, or at least by this weekend it will have been almost a month. So we're going to soak this up. It's not going to be crazy cold, but it's still going to be below average. Typical high this time of the year is actually getting up to around 40. We're not going to see that this weekend. And we do need to watch Sunday night, because there is a chance of a little wintry mix out there in the evening. We'll see if that comes to fruition. By and large, most of the weekend looks dry. And then we get this little warming trend into next week. Now, it's not going to be quite 50, right? But it is going to be at least a little bit warmer, a little bit more seasonable for this time of the year. Unfortunately, though, Dan, for pet owners, we're going to go from like snow and frozen ground to Mud City next week. So you have been forewarned. There is nothing I hate more than mud on my floors. And so we are going to be having to use the towels next week, give the pets lots of baths, because I do think we have got a mud alert for next week.
Yeah, but I'll take some mud in 43 as opposed to snow and 0 degrees. We'll take that.
Yeah, right.
Excellent. 19 First Alert meteorologist Sam Roberts, thanks for checking in. We'll see you at 3 o'clock.
Thanks, Dan. See you then.
All right, take care. Another live look here at State Road at 480 in the Parma area. Some pretty steady snow here, and in a blink of an eye, it can go from where we see that intersection to where we don't. That's just how lake effect snow comes down and how quickly it can come down. So be careful out there and make sure you tune in to our 3 o'clock news. I love when Sam Roberts says the best forecast to watch is the next forecast. When they get new data in, when we're looking at the radar and we can see where lake effect is lining up, that's the best way to do that. We'll have traffic as well coming up at 3 o'clock. Look for trouble spots around Northeast Ohio. So tune in to Channel 19 for 3.5 hours of news and first alert weather. Until then, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News. Have a good afternoon.
19 News is everywhere. Download our CTV apps and follow us on social media at Cleveland 19 News.